What up, boys? It's Gaz, and welcome to the Warframe video. So today we're going to be going over a little bit of a strategy for getting overcapped Simaris rep every day. And the reason you'd want to do this is, for one, I mean, Simaris has... Oh, hello there. Simaris has some pretty good rewards if you've not gotten them in the first place. So, for example, the looter augment for carrier, going to make it so it opens up boxes for you pretty reliably. The Helios one, after you've overscanned a target, they'll get like weak points like Banshee. Reawaken for Jinn, really good. Makes Jinn revive itself every 90 seconds. It's pretty much immortal, technically. Negate for Worm, one of my favorites. Prevent a status effect every 5 seconds. So, etc. There's plenty of them. Energy Generator, all that stuff. But the important thing we're going to be going over here is you can either go for Companion Riven mods, or you can go... The more important thing, I'd say, is these parts for these Warframes that you might have deleted after you've gotten the Prime version, or maybe you don't want to get rid of your normal version for the Helminth of Subsuming, a feature coming with the Heart of Deimos on August 25th. So if you want to get this stuff back, which can be really annoying, because you can see these costs are really high rep costs, 100,000 for the Titania Blueprint, then 50,000 for each Titania part after that. So 250,000 just for Titania if you want to get her back. You can either farm the plat and buy her from the market, which I'd probably recommend to you, or you could do this. But something to keep in mind, before we get into the strategies of how to overcap Simaris rep, I want to let you know that Pablo, the DE dev, has tweeted out that when the Heart of Deimos update comes out, they'll be cutting all the costs of these Warframe parts from Simaris' rep store in half. So, for example, the Nidus Blueprint will become 50,000 rep. The Titania parts will be 25,000 rep each. So unless you are like some YouTuber trying to get videos out immediately when the the update comes out, I'd say save up all your rep, get your max rep value, and then wait until the Heart of Deimos comes out if you're trying to get these parts, because you'll save yourself a lot of time and hassle. So unfortunately for me, I'm going to try to get all this stuff back that I didn't have already. I guess I could just buy it for plat, but you know, I also want to like show people how to get the good farm going on. So yeah, don't buy it until the Heart of Deimos comes out on the 25th. But here's how you're going to do it, or here's a way to do it if you want to actually get your Simaris rep fully maxed out. So for one, you can get about, at MR29, you can get 30,000 Simaris rep per day. And that's going to be involving you doing his daily targets or his your individual scans on the side. But pretty much the thing I'm going to recommend to you, here's the meta strat for getting the most Simaris rep per day in the least amount of time. So I'd say start off with doing Simaris' daily scan targets. So that's going to be 3 or 4 scans on specific enemies. Today I had like napalms, I think it was. And I got the napalms to spawn on Cassini on Saturn. So yeah, get that done first. And then do the method I'm showing you in this mission gameplay right here with Ivara and the Steel Path Exterminate missions. You're going to want to do the Steel Path for scanning, because the Steel Path gives you more Simaris rep per scan, because I believe the Simaris rep is tied to enemy level, and when you're on the Steel Path, enemies are plus 100 levels. So the mission I'm going to be taking us to is Acheron on Pluto, which is the highest level Corpus Exterminate. You can honestly just do the low level. You could do the Venus Exterminate, and it'll give you similar amounts of rep. But I mean, I just am like, you know what, it's the highest level one. It goes off enemy level. You get about like, I think almost 400 rep per scan here. And some things to keep in mind while you're doing this strat. You want to stay invisible the whole time. You want to try not to alert any enemies while you are scanning. So I'd say put a silencer on your weapon. Use a melee weapon to kill most of the enemies. Look out for security cameras. I haven't tried against the Infested. The Infested might be good too, but I just decided, like, I have a Karis Prime decent build even though I sold my Rivens. It deals base toxin damage. It will bypass their shields and one-shot most of them. So that's what we're going to do here is Acheron on Pluto. So yeah, get that scanner out and start scanning every enemy you see. Once you scan a room of enemies, kill the enemies in that room. Because the way the spawns in this game work in some mission types, actually most mission types, is that if you just run past a room, just to save on like loading and stuff, they'll just spawn those enemies from the previous room in the room ahead of you. So you'll sometimes notice that if you're trying to like speed run a mission and scan at the same time, it's like target already scanned. That's because it's pulling those enemies from that room you're just in into the next room, and you're none the wiser because you didn't know that little fact from the channel. So, as you can see, about 400 rep per scan. Now, if they're alerted, you'll get only 130. So try to be careful. I mean, it's inevitably going to happen. You're going to alert some of them just because you're killing everything as well. See, that guy's freaking out. He should give me 130. That guy didn't know. He's 400. So try to make sure they don't see any of the dead bodies, which can be a little bit difficult. Unfortunately, channeling's not in the game anymore, so you can't dissolve dead bodies. But yeah, so kill the cameras if you want to, and then you will get maxed out Simaris rep in less than one mission on this node. And the other nodes are like only like 30, 40 less rep per scan, so don't feel like you need to do the high level corpus one. I just found that one easy. See, I didn't kill that guy in the last room. I said target already scanned, even though that guy, I just went into this room in the first place. So yeah, so do all this, scan all the stuff, kill the enemies. I think it took like 6 minutes for me to get maxed out Simaris rep, and this was before I did the daily scans. I actually did it in the suboptimal way this time. Like I said, you want to do the daily scans from Simaris, which give you about 3,000, 4,000 rep each, and then do this. And then after you're done with all this stuff, you're actually going to want to go to Simaris and turn in the daily, like you'll do your daily scans, then don't turn it in until you're done after you're done doing this. Then turn that into Simaris. You can actually go over the rep cap per day if you turn into Simaris after you have hit the amount. Let me quickly showcase that to you here. So here's me after I did the 4 scans on those napalms. I am 100% maxed out on rep. So we go over to Simaris now. Let's load over to Big Orange Boy. And like I said, you're probably not going to need to do this too much until after Heart of Deimos comes on the 25th, guys. I'm just showing this to confirm that, or just to prove that it actually does work. So you go over to him. I've already hit rep cap. My daily scan is completed. And I have the dialogue turned off, so I can't hear you saying, what a pity this creature will be unaware that we did that stuff. And then there's 10k. Now I look at my rep cap over here, 38,000. It did work, and if you're trying to totally min-max, that's the method of doing it. So hopefully that's helpful to you guys. It is a lot. Like I said, if you are trying to be over-prepared, and you don't have a bunch of these frames sitting around, or you don't want to buy them with Platinum, it's like millions of Simaris reps. So maybe just pick the ones that you think will be cool. Like, for example, I think Nidus will be one of the best frames for the Helminth Subsume, or whatever it's called. Also, Korra will be one, but Korra's not in here. So I'd say if you really want to be prepared on the first day, get Nidus Blueprint. Maybe get Octavia Blueprint if you don't have an extra Octavia. Or just farm the Plat. Farm the Plat from like Trade Chat or trading or selling ribbons or something like that, and just buy these frames for Platinum. So I think Nidus is like 300 Platinum. Is that more worth it to you to just buy Nidus outright and delete or feed him to the Helminth, or do you just want to grind out some Simaris rep? Because at MR29 you can get about 40,000 per day with the overcap strategy I've shown in this video. So it's really up to you. And also here's the other secondary targets over here. If you've never done these, you can actually set these as a personal target. These that give you more rep as well. But this does not go over the cap either. So yeah, the only way to go over the cap is to turn in that daily after you've already maxed out, guys. So hopefully this is helpful to you. I think this is a very important farm to get used to if you want to get that stuff and not waste a bunch of platinum on it. Either way, I'd say. Oh, by the way, the reason I'm using, I didn't go over the builds a lot. The reason I'm using some power strength on my Ivara Infiltrator build is because I actually didn't realize this until today. Ivara's Infiltrate, the speed bonus actually scales with strength. So if you take up all the strength, it goes down to 20. It can go lower than 25 actually, but if you put strength on there, it goes up. So 45% speed increase with some strength on Ivara. We've also got 0.25 drain per second. I think that's as low as it goes actually. So this is a great build for doing this, or even just doing spy frame stuff in general. So yep, I'll talk to you guys next time. More videos, daily uploads on this channel. I forgot to tell you to start the Twitch channel. Make sure you do that as well if you don't care. Also, make sure you sub to this channel. Daily uploads and trying to keep those useful strats flowing. Peace, guys.